gorgeous. That's a big coyote track right there. It's amazing how in the snow like this, it could be so bright and yet so dark all at the same time. I have my sunglasses on right now because it is so bright out. Even though we're up in the clouds, the sun is just right up here and it's shining down and it's just illuminating everything. I mean, it really hurts your eyes. I have the sunglasses on, of course, to prevent sun blindness. You all probably can't tell it's that bright because I have an ND filter on here. Maximum power. On this side of the mountain, it's rather windy, and I am not putting up with that. It is way too cold to have 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing right in your face. 10-mile-per-hour winds aren't that bad, but when the temp is 18, yeah, you notice it. All that I need to do is find the perfect spot. I could stop, have lunch. And everyone, that is what this episode is all about. Out to basically play in the snow, play in the ice, have a good lunch, and explore. Wow. It is beautiful out here. It really is. I see plenty of firewood. Everything is covered in ice though, so we'll see how that goes. Ever so often I'm stopping just to cool down, making sure I'm not sweating. I am out in a very remote area. There is no communication here. Cell phones don't work, nothing like that. I really am responsible for myself here. So I'm making sure to do everything right. By the numbers, by the book. Don't sweat. Don't rush, don't fall, don't get hurt. Don't poke my eyes out. Don't tear a hole in my jacket. This stuff is really, really wet, everyone. I will have to use some solid fuel to get this going. I put some snow inside of my kettle. It's next to the fire, it's warming up nice and slow. If you put snow directly onto a fire inside of your pot, it'll just scorch your pot. But if you have it to the side, go nice and slow, it'll melt in no time, If you're in a big hurry, put some water in the snow. That will help a lot. Once the snow inside of your pot has melted some, then you can put it directly on the fire and it will be boiling in no time. Haha, all right. This is nice. And let me tell you, that fire is really, really puny. I mean, it is barely burning. And that's because just everything here is just soaking wet. There's enough heat here to get my water to boil, and that's about it. You could see from all the steam and the smoke, it's just barely burning. That wind is just circulating, so that smoke's just going like this. You can't run, you can't hide. It looks like the sun is actually about to come out. Huh. For lunch, I'm having sticky teriyaki chicken with garlic, asparagus, and coconut rice. And this comes from Pinnacle Foods. I haven't tried this before, but it sounds good. My fire has pretty much gone out. As soon as I took the water off, it was done. Everything here is just coated in ice. It's too wet to burn. I was, in truth, lucky to be able to get that water to boil. That was about 1,000,000 shot to 1 right there. This needs to reconstitute for a very long time. 15 minutes. It actually says 14, but you know what I mean. That it's gonna take a while. In truth, I'm glad this fire is out because it was smoking me out. I'd rather not have the fire than have to deal with the smoke that was coming off of that thing. Let's go ahead and check on this. I'm not entirely sure how long it's been because I haven't been paying attention. It is good. That is awesome, folks. Last night I was thinking about coming up here and I wasn't sure if I should come and do a backpacking trip or a day hike sort of thing. All of this snow and all of this ice is part of a storm system that moved into the area a few days ago. At the lower elevations, it wasn't much of anything other than rain. Up here is a completely different story, and that's the question mark that I had. I wasn't sure if it would be snowy or icy or what. So I decided just to do a day hike adventure. Come up here, explore the mountains, see what it's like, hang out with my friends. Oh yeah. I'm kind of missing my smoky fire right now. I've got to move around a little bit. I'm getting cold. Even with all of my layers, my thermals. It's a cold day up here. By the way, everyone, how was your Christmas? I cannot believe that it's passed already. Did you happen to see your friends and family? Or were you cautious because of the coronavirus? It's funny how the virus has changed things. I think with most people, they're being cautious. They still may see friends and family, but it's from a distance. I'm definitely keeping my distance. I do not like getting sick, and I haven't been sick since, I had a cold like 2 years ago. Seriously, that's how infrequently I get sick. And with Susie, she hasn't been sick. I mean, seriously, she hasn't had a cold in like 4 or 5 years. It's pretty impressive. I contribute our good health to eating good. We try to eat as good as possible. We don't really eat junk. We don't eat fast food or anything like that. About the only junk that I eat are camping meals when I come out. I wouldn't even consider this one junk. This one's pretty good. Pretty healthy. Outside of like backpacking stuff, I don't eat prepared meals and packaged stuff. Fruit and vegetable food straight from the ground. I want dirt still on it. If you want to go do what you want to do and have the energy to do it and feel good, the key is to eat right. You don't have to do any crazy diets or anything like that, but try to stay away from processed foods and all that junk. You can basically eat anything that you want to. All you have to do is make it, and that's the key. Well, everyone, let's get out of here. I need to hike and warm up some. I'm cold. I can see a little bit of sunlight peeking through the trees here. Let's go see what the mountain looks like, shall we? With it being 2021 or very close to it, really depends on when I put this up. But I'm curious, everyone, what are your New Year resolutions? Do you have any? As for myself, I want to travel more. especially when compared to 2020. But I want to travel more and experience more and share more with you all. I mean, there's so many people who don't have access to amazing places like this. I mean, look at this. It's unreal. I suppose you could say that my New Year resolutions are to get out more into the outdoors if that's possible. I already do this more than most people. Sun is out. As I wrap up this adventure, I want to thank you all so much for an awesome year. I want to thank you all so much for your kindness. It is most appreciated. 2021 is going to be a great year, and I cannot wait to share it with you all. I will leave you all with this incredible view. Make sure to hit the like button because that does help a lot with the channel. Support if you want to. Everyone, take care. Strength and honor. Think about those words and what it means for 2021.